What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Welcome back to another episode of Hippie's Chopper Corner. I want to start out by saying thank you to my boy Slick, Slickhead, up there at Slickhead Custom Cycles. I'm pretty sure all of y'all have seen that short he put up last night, I think. It's pretty cool. He's got a pit bull named Sky, and he got me some banners made. Hippie's Chopper Corner. Unbeknownst to me, now it's cool of him to do that, man. He's a super solid dude. He's gonna hang one in his shop. He even had a few made for me. And I just can't thank that guy enough, man. He's really helped me to help my channel grow. And it was hilarious the way he done it. So if you hadn't seen it, go check it out. That being said, I want to thank all my subscribers, those of you that's been with me from the beginning, those of you that have just came on. You guys know who you are. You've gotten too many for me to name anymore. There's a bunch of y'all out there, man. We're just about to hit 2,100. I can't believe it. I don't know. A month and a half, 2 months ago, I was trying to climb up on 1,000, you know. Way surpassed that and blew up to 2,000 before I knew it. And man, I'm super grateful for that, man. I didn't start this channel out, you know, with plans of being monetized. I didn't really know how that even worked. And still, unless you've got tens of thousands of subscribers, you're not getting paid any real money doing YouTube. And that's not what this channel is about. I wanted to showcase what I do here in my shop. And the main goal for that was someday somebody commissioned me to build them a bike. That would be super cool. I've had a few inquiries, but one of my subscribers, out of the Memphis area, which he's, you know, 180 miles away, but he's got a cool project and he knows nothing about these old bikes. You know, he's lost when it comes to these old bikes, you know. He's got an original 56 frame. I think he has a late 50s, early 60s pan head lower end with a shovel head top end on it. It's got outside oilers on it, of course. He's got an old inline Springer and got a pogo seat. He wants us to try to put him together a pretty bitchin' bike. So, you know, that's my first customer of what I like to do that I've gotten from this channel. So that's a huge milestone for me. Building and putting these old choppers together is what I like. Now, what he's got's not going to be a chopper. It's going to be what they called a bobber back in the 50s. You know, no front fender, cut the back fender down, just what you need on the bike. No frills, none of that. But he's got some period correct pieces, and I'm all about that, you know. So, that being said, I neglected coming out in the shop for a couple days. I've been tired. I do have a full-time job, and so sometimes I'm just tired. I don't want to come out here. So I'm out here trying to clean up some spot welds before I've got to get this to my chromer tomorrow. I promised him I would have them to him yesterday, and I didn't do it. But I made this piece here. I got the top all janked up, so I got to cut it straight. Because once I get this chrome, there's no going back on it. Do that. I got to pull that one over there off because it's got to go to the chromer at the same time. It's cheaper that way. I'm going to make some mounts for this exhaust. I think that's what I'm fixing to do. Is try to get this exhaust mounted. And then if things work out right, next week I'll be able to afford to order my foot controls, my oil bag, and whatever else I think I might need, which is not much at all. I'm pretty well close to having what I need to to get this one ready as soon as the paint, upholstery, and the chrome comes back. My painter's probably gonna need a couple more weeks. My upholsterer's probably got another couple weeks. By the time they're ready, I would assume the chrome will be done, and maybe by then my other parts will be in, and we could probably start doing some final assembly, do some wiring, do some plumbing. I'll kind of walk y'all through how I actually wire a bike. I know I briefly did it on that one over there for Ed Zilla, just to kind of show him how simple it was on some of these 5-wire bikes, 3-wire bikes, 4-wire bikes, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, I'm gonna pause the video for now, try to get a little bit of work done. I'll bring y'all back. You know, once you get the bike to this point right here, most of the exciting stuff is done until you start to put it back together, you know. So not a lot of changes coming in the way the bike looks right now. So anyway, that being said, thank you from the bottom of my heart to all my subscribers. We're pushing for 3,000 now, baby. Come on. Okay, got a little bit done. I got that finished up. It's ready to go. Trying to figure out, you know, the easiest way to, and the best thing to do is, man, just is hang on to shit like this right here. I got a drawer full of them. I found a couple that'll work. This one right here is going to be pretty simple. You see this mount I got coming off right here? Well, what I'll do is I'll drill a hole through this bracket right here. It pipe comes down a little bit. I'll drill a hole through this bracket, pull it in where I want it straight with the other pipe. I'll put a spacer in between there and then a nut and a bolt, and that'll carry this back pipe. A little bit more to do on the front pipe, because I like to know I got them closed up good too, so I went ahead and put the gaskets in them for mock-up. I've got this one. When I suck it together, it'll set on there level like that, and then I'll weld a piece of steel up and a piece of steel out with a slot in it, and that will sit right down on top of it and bolt to that, and then that will carry the exhaust at that point. This is that high compression engine. It takes a lot to kick it over. But hopefully, so I would have already ordered my oil tank, but the company that I ordered from, that shit, they're out of stock. Every tank that I wanted, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. So you can see what's popular right now. And it aggravates me when I go in there to get it, but I get mad at other people ordering. Hell, everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. Well, guess what? I'm doing it too, so I can't bitch about people wanting the same shit I want, I guess. So I got this as far as I'm willing to go with it tonight, because I don't want to do any more grinding. I don't want to do any more welding. I don't want to do any more thinking, to be honest with you. So I'm fixing to pull that one out. I got to unwire the tail light, mark the wires on it. It's pretty simple brake light that I use. I keep this. That's your running light. That goes to your 12-volt key switch. So wherever you turn your key on, make sure that's running your 12 volts to that. This simply goes to your battery or ground. Any ground you want to run it to, I ground it back to the battery. And then that goes down to your brake pressure switch. And then you got tail light and brake light. Pretty simple. So let me pause y'all and pull this other one out. All right. Finally got them both off. Honestly, I think I'm, I got to get a tire too, because this tire's old and it's got big cracks in it. I have no idea how old it is. I actually cleaned up on this wheel a little bit, man, with some 1000 grit sandpaper. I got a lot of that rust off of it, but there's still some rust in there. But I'm going to run that wheel. It'll probably be one of the grittier pieces on this bike, I guess, but I'm not ordering a back wheel for it. So got this one finally down. So until I get my paint, my sissy bar back, my tins back, and my seat back, which will probably be, if I'm lucky, on seat and sissy bars sometime end of next week. Hopefully my painter can have the paint on this one done. Well, I can kind of get an idea how this bike's going to look. But if he, Fuse Bike Art, find him on Facebook. If he starts taking a little longer than I anticipated, I'll throw a petcock in that dude. I'll put it on that bike and I'll ride it. So it is what it is. But anyway, so this sissy bar, if you'll look at them, it's quite a bit narrower than the other one, you know. I am not squared away like Slick. Slick's a squared away fella. I am very, very disorganized. You can see one's quite a bit wider than the other one. That's kind of why I wasn't able to do mounts like that to the fender. I kind of just did one of these. And I forgot I had that fender mount. But this is a piece that'll come with this light right here. That's the back of it. I had it welded right here. I don't have the light. I'm going to run the same kind of tail light. So I went ahead and just tacked in a piece right here. And that's all I'm going to do is tack it. I'm not going to fully weld that up. It ain't going anywhere. That's for the license plate. I didn't allow for a license plate on this. I got to figure that out, I guess. But those little bolts that are in there, they thread through that right there. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to thread them, whatever that is. I think it's 1/4 20. I'll have to mark them and thread them. And then my tail light will set in there on that one like that. Of course, you know, the bayonet sticks out here, and then the license plate will go right there. But there ain't a whole lot else I can do on these bikes right now. I can finish fabricating the exhaust brackets. That's about it. The next video is probably going to be me trying to figure the wiring out on that when I got to pull the tanks and start figuring that wiring out and keep moving forward on that one as well. 8 days without a cigarette. Still got a little bit of a cough, but they say that'll last for a little while. Hopefully I'll get this shit coughed up. We'll see how that plays out. Hell, I was looking around, found a bucket of parts I didn't know I had. Derby cover for maybe shovelhead. I don't know. I don't know what that is. Card studs. There's a bracket for a foot control. There's a starter solenoid in there. Don't look bad. Still plunges. Just a bunch of stuff. I didn't even shims. Just a bunch of crap I didn't know I had. A oil filter for a inline oil tank. Which I've got one on that FLH. I think that's what it has on it. But just actually stuff I forgot I had, or it would have went to the scrapyard. But anyway, I'm gonna shut this video down. Big shout out to Slick, cool ass cat up there, man. Edzilla's cranking them videos out. Y'all go check him out. Just wanted to get y'all a video out. I'm sorry nothing special happened in this one. I hope you're entertained. Are you not entertained? Jay Williams, let's live life. Anyway, tune in next week for some more of this sketchy chopper shit at Hippie's Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper, where we keep them sketchy all the time.